money's not something we really talked about much in any relationships, that, but, when you're growing up, with your parents, they don't really talk to you that much about money. You have your allowance and stuff, but like, in terms of like, wow, now we're planning our lives together, and, mom and dad aren't paying the bills for us.
It was really good being able to communicate those, get through those first few awkward conversations about finances, how often should we go out, and
there's been a lot of growth. I mean, it was like awkward. It was like a middle school dance awkward, those first few conversations about like, so I think we should spend less.
And sharing a bathroom was awkward for the first time, I must say, because on our honeymoon, that was really the first time we were sharing a bathroom, they happened to have clear doors on the bathroom around the toilet, and it got us used to each other real fast. But
so if one person's at the sink, they just look back, and the other person's like, hi, right through the clear door.
Awkward,
but it was
not as awkward as our finance conversations.
Yeah, the finance conversations are more prolonged awkwardness versus brief bathroom awkwardness. So, we've been married for a little over 2 months now.
The most stressful part, I'd say, about the wedding planning was talking about money. And we were like, we want something simple. We're going to do everything ourselves. And, me, my sister, and my mom were collecting things, decorating, crafting.
Even just keeping things very, cost, like our photographer, band, getting, good deals using a family friend.
Yeah, so talking about finances in regard to the wedding was difficult at times. And I brought about $16,000 of grad school debt into this marriage, which was my loving wedding gift to my husband.
Very sweet. But in reality, she did kind of save by, choosing to move back with her parents for a year while finishing grad school, saving all of that on rent. You could have gone a lot further, into debt with just paying rent. And so I think she made some great choices with that. Our budgeting process is kind of fluid, as you could say, to put it politely, I guess. To put it...
How would you put it impolitely?
Impolitely, not there. That's actually something Veronica's been asking me about in terms of like, well, what, can we do like a more of a day-to-day budget? Like,
what's reasonable to spend on groceries and
going out with, friends to grab coffee, in our clothes, like, in a week or a month, a fortnight, like what would be a good, benchmark for that. The biggest change of our life in terms of getting married, I think, is the most crucial and largest, but there are other big ones down the line, like a house and, getting a mortgage and children and,
Children are expensive.
Very expensive. So I think that's kind of the goal for the next couple of years, just to be trying to build up for that as much as possible.
Since we're communicating about it, that's been huge. And so every week I see progress, and I see us kind of just becoming more and more aware of our spending and wanting to save. And so that in and of itself is a huge plus.